5 seconds out of the car and I'm already drenched. I guess on the bright side, my garden could use a bit of watering. And honestly, who doesn't love visiting the library on a rainy day? I don't know, just something about it makes it more aesthetically pleasing. Especially in the fall when all the leaves change color and the air is a bit foggier and there's a certain appeal about it. Okay. I guess I should probably go in before I get any more soaked. Whew, it's nice and warm in here. The only question is, which book should I check out? Or better question, how many books should I check out? Like, how many of them? You know what they say, there's no such thing as too many books, right? I mean, I know some people who check out 5 or 6 or even 10 books. Even that's a lot. I could check out 3 or 4. Okay, third question. Which genre should I look at first? I mean, I've always been more of a fantasy lover myself, though. A period romance doesn't sound too bad either. I mean, I could just check out the Bridgerton books again. Those were so good. Why not both fantasy and romance? Oh, that does sound... Wait, who said that? Oh. That's odd. I thought I heard someone talking behind me, but there doesn't seem to be too many people around. I think I can see 6 or 7 people besides me. Then again, it's a small town, so I don't expect anyone to... Like, I don't expect a big group of people to just show up. Must have just been my imagination. Now, where was I? Right. Decisions. What was that? Okay, now I know I'm not hearing. Ah! Ah! Sorry. Jesus scared me. What's so funny? We're in a library. Do you really want me to get into trouble for being too loud? I mean, if you were planning on doing something malicious to me just now, I'd have no choice but to shout or scream. So unless you want me to... Apology accepted. So, what brings you here on this rainy day? Surely just didn't come here to sneak up on unsuspecting girls. Did you? You're here to check out some books? Well, I guess that makes 2 of us. I was actually hoping to find something new to read. See, most of these I've read 100 times already, so I want to see if there's anything that I haven't read that catches my interest. Do you have any recommendations? I think I may have heard of that one. I'm not sure though. Could you show me where you think the book might be? Just in case? Okay, lead the way. By the way, what kind of books do you like? That'll sound fun. Yeah, last time I came here, I picked up Pride and Prejudice. Or no, it wasn't Pride and Prejudice. That was the time before. The last time I came here, I picked up Anna Karenina. You know, Leo Tolstoy, who's known for making the longest book in the entire world. Come to think of it, I don't know if it's the longest, but it's definitely the thickest book I've seen. Yeah, I think I tried to read Anna Karenina once when the movie came out. Yeah, there was a movie. I think it was 13 years ago it came out. My sister watched it. She said she didn't care for it very much. But I watched it and it was okay. It was good. Though I waited until way after it came out to watch it. Because I didn't think I'd care for it very much, but it was okay. It was alright. Anyway, I didn't get very far in the book. Mostly because it was written in like that old-timey English. Or rather, an English that I didn't quite understand. So I didn't really have a clue about what was actually happening. And there were far too many names to remember. I say as I've been watching Game of Thrones. Yeah, I started it maybe in the spring. I watched the first few episodes of season 1. Then I stopped for some reason. Then I picked it up again and just went on a whole binge. I watched the rest of season 1 and then I watched some of season 2 with friends. But, you know, I think I kind of watched them out of order. See, we were watching them on, you know, over voice call. And it was kind of hard to, you know, because I'd always get there 20 minutes in and I'd have no clue what was going on. But I'd watch it anyway, just in case the next or the other 20 minutes or so would give me some context as to what was going on. So then after that, I'm like, well, I have no clue. I need to rewatch that episode from the beginning. And I did that with a couple of episodes, but then I kind of watched the rest out of order or whatever, just because that was how... Yeah, I kind of wanted to join in, but at the same time I was very confused, so I may have to go over season 2 again. Or at least some of it. Yeah, I haven't started season 3 yet, but I think I'll do that tonight once I get home from, you know, running errands and stuff. Anyway, I think instead of picking Anna Karenina, see, I think I read a little bit of it when I was here. I ended up picking a mystery novel. You know, like Sherlock Holmes or Agatha Christie. I can't remember exactly which one I got, but it was a good book. Anyway, if you had to choose a favorite book, what would it be? I know. Asking someone to choose their favorite book is like asking a parent who their favorite child is, or a pet owner who their favorite pet is. It's darn near impossible to make that choice. I mean, I used to have a favorite book when I was a kid. Or, actually, I had 2 favorite books. I think it was A Little Princess and The Secret Garden. both by the same author, both featuring India, which I hear is an absolutely beautiful country. I would love, love, love to go there someday and experience it. And oh, yeah? Yeah. Those are classics too. I don't think I read them, but oh, and I also read A Little Women. Little Women. Sorry, I'm used to book titles with or the. So A Little Women. The Little Women. Oh goodness. Yeah, I have seen the movie. I've seen both versions. They're so good. Okay, what were we talking about? Right. Sorry, I tend to ramble sometimes when I'm excited, and books just get me excited. Alright, well, let me rephrase my question. If tomorrow was your last day, and you were given the chance to read one book, what would it be? Okay, well, maybe you can't finish an entire book in one day, but if you were given a certain amount of time and you had to read one book, any book in the entire world, what would it be? Yeah, I know. That sounds super dramatic, and I guess I have accidentally given you an existential crisis. So, sorry about that. I don't think I'd be able to choose either. But, you know, that's as dramatic as it sounds. That's kind of the beauty of it. That's the beauty of life. You don't know when or how it's all gonna end. Just like you don't know how a storybook ends the first time you read it. So, you gotta cherish each page, like it's the very last. 'Cause you don't know. For all we know, the world could end when we're in the middle of a chapter or the middle of a sentence. Yo, would you believe that I just made all that up in my head? Yeah, I guess I could be an author. Who knows? Oh, so this is the book you're talking about? Okay. I have definitely heard about this book before. Actually, I think one of my friends said they wanted to read it, or are reading it. I don't know if they've finished it yet or not, since they're also in the process of writing their own book. Like me. Uh-huh. Yep, I'm an author. You wouldn't know it from the glasses and the pen behind my ear, would you? Yeah, just a little joke. But you could probably tell, or maybe you couldn't tell. Yeah, I bet it all makes sense now. Yeah, well, it was going well. But suffice it to say, I've hit a dead end. Which is another reason why I'm here. Yeah. Writer's block. The bane of my existence. I came here because I thought that maybe a change of scenery might do me some good. Might bring some inspiration back. You know, I'm usually cooped up in my office, staring at the cursor as it blinks mockingly at me. It's like it's saying, what? You're just gonna sit there? And it just gets to the point where I want to tear my hair out. But someone I know said, if you're not finding a way, if you're stuck, just get up, walk around, take a breath, and come back to it and see if that helps. Oh yeah, I've been taking lots of breaks too. When I can. You know, I think being an author also involves just constantly thinking. Always. I'm kind of what you'd call a restless soul. Someone whose mind or body never stops moving or thinking. Not even when I'm supposed to be in bed sleeping. So yeah, being an author, it isn't always easy. It's not all, cover art and book signings and typing endlessly on a laptop. Sometimes my laptop sits there for days because the inspiration isn't coming to me. But when my book eventually gets released, it'll all be worth it. Well, thanks. I'm glad you have such confidence in me. Anyway, enough about me. Tell me about you. What's your story? Oh, well, you don't have to tell me everything. That would be just like speed reading a book. Just tell me one thing about yourself that I think I should know. Anything at all. Your hobbies, your interests, things like that. Oh, okay. Uh-huh. Yeah? Oh. Ah, you see. That's a story I would love to read. And I'm talking about what you just told me. See, when I meet someone, it's like I'm meeting a fellow main character. Each one of us has to endure good chapters and bad chapters throughout the course of our story before we reach our epilogue. Not that many of us want to think about our epilogues just yet. My point is, make your story worth reading. Take chances. Explore new paths. See where each one leads you. And no matter how tough things get, don't. Look at me when I tell you this. Don't put down your pen. Don't give up. You gotta continue writing your story so that someone can read it one day and see what an awesome person you are. You needed to hear that? I could tell. I mean, I may not have known you long enough to understand exactly what it is you're going through, but that doesn't mean I won't try to help as best I can. You got this. And you've got me, and I certainly hope you have other people, too, who can help you through stuff. No problem. Oh, and if you yourself are looking for any recommendations, I think this book might catch your interest. I saw the cover and I've read it a few times. It's pretty good. So I think you should give it a try. See if you like it. Or at least some parts of it. Of course, I'm always happy to help a fellow wanderer of the shelves. Or does traveler of the shelves sound better? No, definitely the first option. Yeah, first option sounds better. Well, I should probably get going. Yeah, I've got a few more errands to run, and then I need to go pick up my dog. He's with my sister right now, but he has a haircut scheduled for this afternoon, so I want to make sure he's taken his anxiety medication and that he's all settled before we go. Because it'll take a while for it to kick in. He's not too bad about taking them, but yeah. Anyway, how about I text you when I get back? Yeah, well, I don't normally give my phone out to strangers, but you seem like a decent person, so I'll just write it down here. Good thing I don't go anywhere without my trusty pen, huh? And there we are. Now, you take good care of that, and take good care of yourself, and I'll see you around. Okay? It was nice meeting you.